everybody following at home knows what's going on.
Si's going to show us one of his water glasses.
We really need to have our 80s music video intro for this, though. And leg warmers and fluorescent.
I've got leg warmers. Look at these. What do you think these are?
But you don't have fluorescent.
Medieval leg warmers.
You need a fluorescent outfit. You know,
This is good. I'm getting all of this, so.
I regret nothing. That's got like a 5-minute lag, I think. I don't know.
5 minutes?
Yeah. Why don't you reset
Shouldn't-
yours
it
and
should-
go back into it? Because there's you with your hands over your face. Oh, doing this going, oh my God, Toronto.
What was that? That their last cut?
That was a while ago. So, just go, I think, you know.
You might have to, because I had to restart again. All right, we're going to give this a try. One day I'll figure out how to do video, or I'll find somebody who's better at it. Oh yeah, we have a new mic. I have no clue if it's working. We are working on that part, but she will talk loud enough because it is Her Majesty Nessa. And she talks loud already. Louder than me.
That's a mission on film!
So, we're going to do today's mostly review from last year's episodes. We're going to do some ladder drills. We're going to cover our first ladder drill, which is fundamental steps and understanding of balance. And Nessa's going to cover that. She's been covering that for a number of years since COVID, so we thought we'd have her do this one today.
Woohoo!
Welcome. Hopefully this is working, and we'll keep going.
A couple of things. There's some pretty much some fundamentals before doing our ladder drills that we're going to cover. I know that Bronos likes to do some stretches. I can see some of you doing them now, but it's me, not him. So a lot of the things that makes this movement work is our stance. Our stance is very key, and all this being straight leg will not do. I like to say nose, knees, and toes are usually in a line. You can have your, being in stance is fine, but if your nose is over your knees or your toes, that is, your core is not centered, and your movement will be a little skewed. It will be either head forward or head backwards, but you will not be in line to do proper movement. Proper movement is usually using this area to go where you want to go, not this, not this, not this. Dodging is great. Getting out of it is great, but not while moving. So when we move, we have our core, maybe not super engaged, but at least active. Active could mean, and this will be relevant in a lot of the later classes here in Coach's Corner, you can pull either your belly button up to your diaphragm or down into your pelvis. Doing that at least activates or keeps you engaged, so that when we move and we throw shots, there will be power. That is a whole nother class. Please stay tuned another day. It's on Coach's Corner. So when we move, we use our pelvis and our core to get general movements done. A good pre-ladder stretch for this is putting 1 foot forward, 1 foot a little underneath you, still going nose, knees, toes. And now we are going to keep that, and we're going to rock forward. We rock it forward as far as we can. Our nose does not go more forward than our knee. Our knee can cross over our toe, but we're keeping this core balance that lets us stay stable. And then we move it backwards. Nose to this knee. And we're stable, we're core. You can pick a foot up sometimes if you go straight back. But moving forward and moving back is generally a good way to start using your core to move. As we get into ladder drills, we'll be doing some lateral movements. I like to say we are leading with our hip now. And our hip will guide us to where we need to go. That is part of the core problem. Core things here? Sorry. Core problem. Pun. We're not doing that. I don't pun. I just did the... So we use our core by sliding our hips. If you've ever done roller skating, hockey, or wheels, there are similar movements. We use our edges with our movements to go side to side. But that involves doing that. There are a lot of other stretches, squats, going from a very low squat. That helps get us warmed up for what we're about to do, but moving with your core with every step. I'm going to run through 4 different steps for this first part of the ladder drill. They all are relevant to building footwork. The first one is a 2-step run. Once I do it, everybody will be like, okay, that makes sense. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Next.
Let's go, line it up. You got 3 ladders. I would stay off the plastic ladder just because the grass is so high. Key on this is it does not necessarily have to be a fast one unless you've been doing it for a while.
So, 1, 2.
Remember what foot you start with, because there's multiple ways to do this one. This way you get used to using both feet.
My other tip would be don't look down. Looking down, looking at our feet, tends to make us start leaning forward. And when we start looking down, when we start looking forward, we're no longer leading with our core.
So as Sivert said, he real quick note, he said other foot first. In other words, switch to the lead with your other foot, which is difficult.
You done right foot first. Now go left foot first.
And then go ahead and show them backwards.
Yep.
You don't have to do all of these, just you demonstrate at least.
The other thing that helps with running ladder drills is not using our heels. We use the balls of our feet and our toes.
Look out at the castle.
Knees slightly bent. That's how the nose, knees, toes is really effective here. So remember, nose and your knees and your toes are all lining up. Keep your hips square. Sit. Don't. Like you could. Like
There you go.
On the edge of a bar stool, if you're trying to like keep the seat, if you have your back straighter, you'll be able to and not lead with the butt.
Yeah. No
Yeah, you just drop in the butt. It kind of leads you.
Yeah.
Helps your balance. That's what allows you to flow back.
If you sit on the edge of bar stool, and then yeah, that. A very common footwork step in the SCA is the drop step. It is a very common term. We have heard it a lot. It can be learned in the ladder drills. So, teacher class here, guys. So for the drop step, we start with 1 foot within the ladder. And we use our hip to kind of fall to the side and let our foot take that place. Start with your step first.
Lift up your inside foot first.
And fall into it.
Fall, yeah. So what we're doing is
Put it in the ladder first.
So just to watch.
getting out of the ladder first
Right.
and then coming into it.
So understand when you do this, this is again, you're moving the center. This hip is moving, your balance moves to that area. When you lift the foot, you're just falling into it.
I'm going to, I'll super exaggerate this step for you.
Wait here.
The super exaggeration is,
Right.
So you lean the weight on this end, and then you let it. You weight the foot and then
So this is a standard boxing step taught all the time to help deliver power. This is usually on a jab, so usually what's happening is we're here. We start leaning onto that front leg.
I'm going to do it backwards. Just look at me and
Right?
thrust.
So
You already know.
it allows, so in fighting it's the same way. If we're going to go out to the outside, I start just shifting my balance to your corner where I'm going. So all
not
of that
leaning
energy
though.
is right
You're
now.
not
just
supposed to
taking
lean.
the step. Oh,
But again, the key is that we're moving.
Because your hip is now guiding the step.
it's a slide step like a drop.
Right.
Okay.
We call it the drop step.
Drop step. Okay. There's the
Because
drop
you're
and a gap.
dropping
So
your-
drop step.
So yeah, that's exactly it. Perfect. Really nice job.
Got it. Okay.
So yep.
I
If
usually
you have to,
find,
a lot of times what I'll do is I'll start and I'll start leaning
he's
into that
talking, I'm
point.
going to talk over him because I'm louder than
I
him.
lift, and
You did. It's on camera.
I usually find that overthinking is usually the bane of this step. We all think about that exaggeration I did, when really if you just look ahead of you and trust your body to catch yourself when you step over to the side is super helpful. A lot of trusting yourself will help
Good stance every time you land.
you a long way with every single step in the ladder drills and a lot of the
Good.
other
It's
things you'll learn in
interesting.
the
Yeah,
Pennsic
you do
program.
that one first, so you're really used to moving one leg different than the other.
Yes, I am.
So now what's going to happen
This
is
is also
you know
done
that.
backwards.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Deborah, can you run it backwards real quick?
Sure.
This one.
So we do the same thing. We're going to do it backwards. We're going to turn around.
So,
Same thing. Foot inside the ladder goes out.
And again, if you watch Everett's hip, you can see his hips actually moving before he lifts that foot. So he's just, the foot is catching him. Yeah.
the shuffle step is another
Yep.
step for the ladder drill. We will be doing that.
Be careful, Barrow. And again, make sure you're shifting before, like you're reaching out with your feet first.
Shift your hip first.
Hold
then
those
move
feet
your
a little longer.
Okay. Yeah, I felt the difference on that one.
There you go. Make sure you're doing a skip step.
foot out.
On here.
So it's easier
But
when
think
you look
about
down
leaning
and
to drop into
when
here.
you're trying to like when you're doing it
Drop
right.
into here.
Trust
Drop
me.
your butt.
This is the one where Bronis used to teach with point your hand back where you're going.
We usually have an
Point your
opponent.
hand where you're
There you
going.
go. Now that foot goes. You see you're not used to that. Look at
I'm going
this
on
foot
the
is
camera so they
again
also see
lift.
it. When we have an opponent,
There you go. Now lift it. Foot. There you go. See, it's just a one step.
can I have you for a second?
Yep. Yeah, you see, it's hard. You got a little bit of a kind of a shuffle step going on the other foot, right? All right.
So a lot of times in a fight, Bronos has taught a class where we are trying to keep tension with each other, and when we're moving with each other, if I'm drop stepping, he'll probably do it too. So it's a constant variation of movement with this step can happen. It's a very easy step for everyone to do.
And remember, a drop step isn't always just straight side to side.
Right.
You notice
Like
we're
we
going
went-
back and forth, but it could literally, my drop step could be here, bang! By the
Right.
forward drop step and a backward drop step. But there's a level shift. Again, when I shift forward, that body's shifting, I lift, I fall forward. Then I shift my butt back, and I drop back.
But we're not moving our butt back. We are taking our whole core backwards, and that leads us to the next step, which is a wider boxing / shuffle step. So we're going to start outside of the box. Same thing. You're taking
Yes.
your fall.
Land in your stance.
farther.
See, your feet are together. Don't land your feet together.
Yep. So separate.
Yeah, well, where's your stance?
Fall into your stance when
Fall
you're
into
done.
your stance.
Across the entire ladder.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So
You don't have to.
so
Think about on the line on both sides.
if your foot lands on the line, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Go into your normal stance when you're done.
But the whole point is to fall farther.
There you go.
There.
The trick is you start trusting yourself on those falls more later. Right? And then being down in the ground allows you to, later,
Try not jumping.
you can literally be out here and then it's like, and you'll give yourself a little push at the end and get an even bigger difference. So, but
As far as you can.
but the more you end up
So
trusting
fall
yourself,
further to support the
better.
catch.
and then you can
So like
switch feet,
before, you and I were both doing
switch your
this,
funny stance,
and you were catching yourself.
and then do it again in funny stance. So I'm way over here. I'm way over
You
here.
have to really trust yourself.
That way, anytime you're fighting, you should be able to throw from and move from any stance you're in, right?
There you go.
But are we not more pushing off with the leg?
This is more push off. There's
More
an
push
initial
off 'cause
fall.
it's distance.
You start off with the initial fall, but then you
And then you need to push.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think if
Hey,
it's
now you got it.
the first one, we're starting to trust ourselves about it up.
Just the fall.
This one is we're falling.
No, and it's actually not. You're moving and then
First one's more just
kind
the fall.
of like an empty foot.
The second one, then you get your core moving.
Right.
No, no, go ahead.
Your fall doesn't beat hard.
Because if I just,
So then you got to go and push off with that
and
foot.
if you haven't done this backwards, I do this side as well.
This way. I lift this foot, I slide this way.
Don't
It's really not.
Again, our backwards movement, we're trying
You get your
a
weight
lot
on
of
this.
people try to move backwards,
No, you don't need to.
putting their butt out,
So watch. Just point
just
your
trying
finger.
to
Point your finger and go that
fall
direction.
away and have
And then
a,
lift that foot. So you're literally
We're
you're
taking
starting
our
to,
core and
you
also
can put a little weight, but a
sliding
lot
it
of times
backwards.
I am just shifting and then
our
when
backwards
I
movement
feel
doesn't
like
have to
there's
be
little weight,
a large step back.
I just lift it and slide.
It's just a fall. Likes everywhere.
But if you load up too much, then it's just hard to lift.
I have a hard time with the left going up.
But as soon as it starts loading up,
One thing I learned,
it's just a lot smoother, right?
I come from a roller derby background. There is a stronger leg. So if you are having trouble moving to one side more than another, it is not a fault of technique. Sometimes it is a fault of we have stronger. I'm right-handed. I have a strong left side. I tend to rely on my left leg when I transition to roller skates, so it's a stronger. I'm stronger this way than I am this way. It's just we train both sides like we do with weightlifting, training for other sports. We train both sides for here as well. You never know when you have to go left-handed. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
Are we recording?
We are recording.
You can drive through. It's good.
Good. I don't want to screw it up.
You're not.
You're not going to screw it up.
I'm trying to find a Tim from Flaming Griffin.
I also screw this up, so it's great.
I've not seen.
I've not seen Tim here yet.
I've not seen Tim.
I'll screw this up on my own. It'll be fine.
You're allowed.
Yeah,
We
he's
don't
not
have
here right
anybody
now.
by the name of Tim.
Nope.
G.
He's not up here.
He's not up here.
He's not in camp.
Uh-oh.
And I got to get his car moved.
All
right. Thank you.
Yes. First week, peace week. Cars must be moved to
Other
Parking.
areas, but keep going.
So, that way we don't get disturbed though. I just forgot the next ladder step.
So you did the wide step. Are you going to do the 45? I don't know if they included the 45 Titan step.
No, because that is,
An advanced.
there's a step before that.
Well, you got the
Which is
shuffle for
this-
now.
Got to do the shuffle first.
step.
Yeah.
Now it's the shuffle step before I do the 45. So I was going straight to 45, and I know that's all right.
Follow-up, because I heard you ask.
So it's the same kind of thing. We're still
There.
using our hip to move, except now the first leg that moves, it will be your outer leg.
Just because I heard good.
And be careful on how long you bring your foot over. Your foot should land in front of the other foot or replace it.
Sure.
So a lot of you, for the first drop step, we're doing this first. Same thing. It's the same thing. Whether I'm going in front or behind or next to my feet, it is the same step. The way we're going to try it though is because later on you'll hear the term figure 8. So putting a foot a little forward to do this step really helps with that drill. So we're going to go. We're going to put this foot forward and this foot out. We're still falling first.
So essentially, you're just shifting your stance
Right.
from right to left.
Not shifting weight. Weight, it does play a factor, but I'm not fully shifting my weight over here. So I'm not loaded on this leg. So it's, and
You'll be
now
right back in the stance.
right in the stance. When we do this drill, you will feel the tendency to rock all the way. Back in the stance first. Nose, knees, toes.
And if you really want to keep the same stance, you can, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, you can stay in stance.
Oh, with the same foot forward? Yeah.
You got the.
That's when you put the feet together.
There you go. So remember, the first one is just a small step. We're going to teach that crossover step as well, and then we'll tell you why there's a clear step. That way,
So
you have
you're
a
here?
better understanding of why you do stuff.
Put it in front.
So
Take
you
it out.
got, you know, they kind of,
You can go at any speed you want.
so
Okay, I got it.
by just shuffling.
The other tip I'm going to give is look straight. When we think about our when we think about our toes and we look at them, we're now head forward.
The purpose of that,
You'll feel it. Trust your feeling. Yep.
that's actually a crossing step. And we will teach that, the difference.
This is also done backwards. If you have done it forward.
Nope, you're doing it. Yeah, there you go.
Outside foot in.
There you go. Good.
Yeah, you had it before.
And I start thinking.
When we go backwards, the foot drops behind.
He's catching up on you. Keep going. That's right.
There you go. Now right foot in.
There you go. Good.
Now left foot in.
And take it slow. Take it slow. This time, this is all about thinking about it.
Or to the side,
Try
because it
backwards.
goes backwards. Yeah. And trying to go
Okay?
from here
The
to
idea
here.
here is
Yep. Because it's really helpful if I'm in front of you. And now you can see just, no you didn't. You still move.
good.
Yep.
And you can see the distance change. a lot.
Yeah.
So if you take that shuffle, and I just do a gathering step and a drop step, you take the shuffle. Here's my drop step. That distance changes.
Okay.
That really
Your
matters.
nose is going more underneath. There you go.
We have a risk management class.
Alright, I'm gonna go because I'll help you again. Okay, go right down here. Foot outside foot back.
You always stay in front of your foot.
You find it much easier when you take that front foot out and somebody's catching the grass just enough. That's fine. Right. Yep. Yep.
You're working on keeping that same stance.
If you are doing the ladder drill at home and you're finding there are some difficulties, your friends also should be getting better. Invite a friend over, and a lot of times having somebody in front of you to concentrate, take your mind over the overthinking of your feet and everything that's connected to this
Yeah, that's a big one.
will help with the movement. The biggest thing I found with ladder drills is
Nice job over there. Good.
Yep. You already know how to do this. Your body pretty much does this. Overthinking causes you to stutter on it sometimes. So getting that friend to just do the drill with you. Now I'm looking at him, trying to keep, he's moving, I'm keeping with him. I'm not thinking about what are my feet doing. I'm just moving. And that helps. After these two are done, we'll go over taking that same step and turning it. So, I'm not fully facing the ladder. I am facing the center of the ladder.
If I'm the ladder or the opponent,
Right. I'm not dead onto him. I'm a little to the side. I'm still pointing my feet at my opponent. Back foot is 2 now. Instead of here, where it's going that way, and my front foot's here. Because now I can move over to here. Which now, if you were in your original spot,
right, then you're on the other side.
if I'm right-handed, I have a lot of work with here, and he has not moved. If he
And
does
even if
move-
I move, I'm going to turn,
right,
and then my target changes. I got to turn again.
right. So when I'm left-handed too, I can try to power for that spot that I
And then
want.
getting a safety over here on the offside.
Right. And now I'm secure when I move. So the slow step of it is facing down the ladder. We're facing the center of the ladder. Now we're going down the ladder,
He is her foot.
and now we're facing out of the ladder again. Down the ladder, out.
And you notice, if she does not change that foot coming into the ladder and she points it that way,
Yeah.
then defensively you're weak.
So if I'm here, I have to twist, and that's not ideal. But if I take the right step, I don't have any torquing on my knee.
The hips are on me.
Yep. And the biggest thing is if you have knee issues, you need to have that pointing there so that when you are in your when you land in your stance, you're not twisting everything here and here. This is how I got out of the knee brace. So
You notice, even this exercise, she's always pointing at me, which means she, even in the movement, she can throw at me. Where I'm turning, so I lose some time.
the
Okay?
answer to the right way of me doing that movement on somebody would be doing the movement back like he usually would do. He's being nice and being an
Well,
example.
I'm doing it like a lot of people do. I'm
Yeah.
pivoting. So you take that outside corner, I pivot.
Right.
You take that outside corner, I pivot. We do a lot of pivoting in the SCA.
For higher end fighters, a simple 1 foot movement ain't going to get it at all anyway. So if I'm actually against Branas and I take that step, he's going to do something different.
And then it's back over here again.
But I continue my movements to try to outstep him.
That's right.
So, yes, against fighters, beginner and intermediate, you'll get an advantage quick. And against advanced fighters, these are the things you have to do to keep in competition.
Because even if I travel with her on this pivot step, and this is a little more advanced, I'm sorry, here, even if I travel into this to try to block this off, now she has an outside step on me, which really starts getting me hard in the pivot because I can't adjust.
Straight down the ladder. Rotate.
After you. It's the same step, we're just turning ourselves.
Yep, 45. Like you're right in my corner.
Yep, exactly.
See, all the way through this, you can throw on a foot up in the air, can't you? Right? I can't because I'm pivoting and I'm readjusting my eyesight each time to get a new target. Right? Yep.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yep. Good. Do it again. Feel it? You see how you're kind of always pinning into those hips?
So instead of putting
Exactly.
Veronica, do you do this step backwards?
What's
Trick
that?
question, do you do this step backwards?
You can. I mean, if
I mean,
you're...
you just did.
Huh?
I mean, you just did.
I
in
know,
our
yeah.
example.
Yeah.
If you still feel like you need work forward, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to claim another ladder and do it backwards.
There you go. Good. Yep. Perfect. Right, so I'm just pivoting here. I'm just moving one leg at a time. But when I do that, I'm changing stance and all that. But you're always on me, right? Right. And because you're doing it, you can actually change how fast it goes or anything else. By the way, for the advanced students, this is actually the Mike Tyson TikTok step that they'll call for him. The idea is this also can be driven with the hip. Later, as you get this, you can essentially be here and pop, and pop. And my foot is starting to turn and starting to come across, but the feet are both off the ground. So Mike throws those, he'll pop in here and uppercut. Or he'll uppercut in here, and then he'll pop, bang. Right? So that's, you'll see that in a lot of his videos.
Yep.
I lament the fact that I
Yeah, this
missed
one's
the
hard.
chance for my grandfather.
So go ahead and get the 45. Here I am.
Yeah.
So this, yep, we'll go. If you have to get ready, pop that in. There you go. And pop.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Don't worry about it. Yep, pop. Yep.
So if you watch what he's doing here,
See how I'm coming at you. You see how you're changing those corners? You're kind of ruining my step, aren't you? So the key on that one is you'll probably prop your body.
Yeah, backwards is tricky. I was just discussing, you probably heard it because the microphone is right on me. When we put our foot when we turn our foot too far going backwards, when we come out of the ladder, we're not going to be at 45.
This is where those hips really.
Yep.
twist your hips,
Here.
twist your hips.
Oops.
So if I'm 45,
You're good.
because I'm not
Go ahead and
walking,
use it
I still have to do it
There you
slightly.
go. Good. Much better. You see how those hips are packed? Get them
If
under.
I turn my foot too much, I'm
There we go. Yeah, you're getting that butt out. You're getting that tuck butt is what we call that.
So sometimes
So yep, you're going to start
right here. I start by doing this first.
We have to continuously face our opponents. If my opponent turns 90, I'm sure I can turn it, but I just don't encounter that.
So you're bringing that one back.
I want you to do me a little favor. I want you to imagine that there's a person behind you. That there's only one person.
Back.
Same movement.
Bring it back.
Initiating it.
And then that
Keep
foot
our
steps
nose,
out there.
our knees, and our toes all on the same
Back.
board.
Step out to
Once our
45.
nose goes over,
Good.
go forward,
Back.
and then our
Step out to
steps
45. See how you stepped out
If our
that way
knees
in
go over
45?
our
Step
toes,
out to front.
It's the balance
See how
just
now
goes
you're
up.
That's what you were
more
doing.
45 to me.
Doing the big ones.
Back. Yep.
There you go.
Good. Back.
Think about bringing your
That's all more
Yeah.
comfortable?
There you go. Back.
That
Yeah.
was weird.
Now just relax. Yeah. There you go.
Um,
Good.
forward
Good.
as you do
This does a couple of
Yeah.
things. It keeps our core kind of down.
These are hard back.
Because when we're up, we have a tendency
These
to
are
move
more
wobble
one of the
up,
more
wobble down
difficult
a
steps
little
to take backwards.
more. So if we squat just a little bit, but not a full squat, if we squat just a little bit, our knees are now super flexible. Yeah.
job.
Okay. Because when we stand, we tend to walk, or whatever. But if our knees are a little bit flexible, it makes movement easier, and it makes our core easier to move with.
If I was here,
I'm also talking for the
All right.
So those are the 4 steps I was told to go through.
So just on those, again, these are really good fundamental steps. I believe, is it the next class we do the crossing step?
Yes.
Okay.
All of these lead to the intermediate and advanced ladder drills, which are coming out to Coach's Corner today. Those are the next 2 classes coming up. Super helpful. My movement's improved for sure. And I know y'all know Duke brought us here. He's good at movement. I don't know why he would lie to you.
Well, it's kind of the job when we're moving.
Right. Well, I'm talking about when you're teaching.
Yeah. So again, the big part of this is the more you're comfortable with movement, we're trying to get you into a space where you don't have to think about your movement anymore. We had a lot of examples today where they could do a drop step here, but the drop step the other way, they wanted to cross feet. That's because they're just not used to doing it.
Right.
Once you understand better, you look at the weaknesses and work on your weaknesses.
Right. That's why we do things. You'll find later the other movement we are now in stance doing them, and we will tell you, switch stance. Do it the opposite stance because you never know when that's going to switch.
Right, and then do it backwards. I don't, people ask, I'll fight funny foot, I'll fight any of these, but even more so, a lot of people think, here is where I get to throw. I get to throw at the beginning, I get to throw at the end, and that's not the truth. If you're doing this right, my hips are always, even if I'm here, my hips are always pointing at my opponent, which means even as I'm falling, I can throw that early in the middle and allows you for more opportunity.
Power generation will be discussed a little more also on Thursday of this week. If you have questions about how that step works with power generation, so come to all the classes, learn a lot, become a better fighter. Be like Brown. I don't know. I'm not.
So the last piece is, why would we do a drop step instead of a shuffle step, right? Or later you'll learn a crossing step. We learn a lot that you should never cross or bring your feet together. 100% when you're not in a position to do that. If I'm here and Nessa's ready to push me and I start going like this and she jams into me, I'm in a vulnerable position. Doesn't matter if I'm out here
or if I follow.
Never get to me fast enough, right? So those steps, bringing your feet together, crossing your feet, those have to be built into your timing of what you do.
Time and place.
The reason you do these, by the way, is watch. Nessa's going to do a gathering step around me, or a drop step around me. Yep, there you go. You could literally do this drop step around. This is possibly just a 4 o'clock class today. We'll do rotational steps. But watch how big this is. Right in front of me. Step towards the camera. There you go. See how big that was? Now watch. Get right in front of me. Same space. Right there. Now do a crossing, or do a shuffle step. Now look how much distance. Almost double the distance. So the reason why you do a shuffle step is you get more distance on your movement.
And that will be covered in the classes coming up. Also, we do these backwards because as much as I pushed on him today, he will, if I'm doing the drop step, he will push on me and I have to move back. Keeping the distance. I have to learn it backwards.
And the difference in that, right, the other piece of that drop step moving backwards is if she's just pivoting when I drop step, right? Now watch, ready? I'm gonna make it pretend.
Or even if I just move backwards.
Shorten it and then do another one that way. We're going to talk a lot about tracking again during the week. We got a couple different classes that it's really going to be important in, and we'll move from there. So looking forward. Thank you very much for the class. Looking forward to seeing everybody again for the next class. Okay? Get in the shade, get some water.
Get your water.
Next one's at 1 o'clock.
Here.
Or a little after if it's 1 o'clock already.
A couple minutes too.
Okay.
SCA time.
Go get some water and. All right, ending that one.
Looks like it might be screwed up.
Oh, did it screw up? No, it's just dark. That's the hard part. I'm gonna get in the shade.
Well done with that class.
Did you shut it?
No.
Okay. Man, I need to get up bringing an umbrella. Man, I can't see it.
I haven't convinced them yet to do this,
I had it right here.
but you know, I kind of
There we go. I can see it. Everybody in the fighting tent. I'm finishing it. Bye, folks.
Trapped it.